Don't listen to Nux. She's a liar. And I got to see it because I was back here eating a piece of cornbread. Thank you, One Off Flow. I appreciate it. Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey, 9 of 6. How was everybody's beautiful Friday? Hey, reap what you sow. Sorry, I didn't eat all day. My stomach's been horrible. So I was like, let me get cornbread. Then I was like back here eating it until I see Nux talking about I'm pooping. Yeah, okay. Sure. Such a liar. Yes, thank God it is Friday. Seriously. I thought, oh, I'm going to get to sleep in tomorrow. No, I don't. My son has work early. I got to take him. Hey, nobody. How you doing? Don't be mean to Nux. Nux was mean to me. Nux is, I know, I seen that. Guilty. I was like, they better say guilty. They have to. Go ahead. I'm pooping.
Suno y caca. Suno
Listen,
y caca.
I don't
Suno y
know.
caca.
Oh, caca. Me and Nux been talking on Spanish on the phone. I don't know why. Hey, AJ.
Well,
Hey,
because
Camilla.
I'll be honest with y'all why. Because I just figured out,
Hey,
just
Mr.
learned.
Trouble. Hey, Queen Milks. Go ahead.
And I even hate to admit this, but I do enjoy the 90 Day Fiance the other way. I think is what it's called, where they have to live with the people overseas. And so I'm trying to and Spanish at the same time, because I know German. I speak a lot of German, but let's be real. In Alabama, do y'all think speak German? But that's what I chose in high school, and so I took 3 years of German. Why I fucking don't know, but I did, and it's never gotten me anywhere with anyone. So now I'm trying to learn Spanish and Portuguese.
Oh, I know. I thought it was her dog breathing when I was on the phone with her. I'm like, damn, is your dog snoring? What the fuck
No,
is that?
you're right, EXO. That's frogs. They're big frogs. They big uns. Like I could actually probably use the legs and
Milks.
eat them. They're that big. We have big frogs.
So I was going to do a live tonight about the I don't know if anybody knows, but there was a prison break literally around the block for me. Like literally, I can roll there because Lord knows I am not running. It's literally around the corner. These prisoners were missing for 19 mother effing hours before anybody realized they were missing. And let me tell you, the one, he's 18 years old, and he is a killer. Literally. It's so scary. The neighborhood didn't know. Nobody knew shit. I'm going to try to play the news thing. I don't know if it's going to.
Hey, Panda.
It might block it out, but it will block it out after I play it.
Hey, Miss Good Trouble. Hey, 9 of 6. Hey, AJ, Binky, Sammy, Camilla or Camilla, however you say it.
Center 1 is being held for several murders. Tonight, there are growing questions about
I know,
how
they did get
their
one.
jailbreak
Isn't that crazy?
went unnoticed. Good evening, I'm Jessica Cartalia. Yuki is off tonight. Police say the escape happened at the Philadelphia Industrial Correction Center and that the 2 inmates got out through a hole in the fence. Siafa Lewis is live in Holmesburg with this developing story. Siafa.
Yeah, just the troubling discovery that 2 inmates, one of them charged with multiple murders, escaped the facility behind me last night around 8:30. Wasn't made until this.
And actually, I'm just going to say this. The one that did multiple is actually, he took somebody's life on these grounds right here.
And how old is he?
The facility became aware today at 13 p.m. head count that we had 2 individuals that were not accounted for. They're going back through the process to see those 3 counts that were called in is cleared and why they did not detect those 2 individuals missing.
The men are 18-year-old Amin Hurst. He's been charged with 4 murders, including one right here on Street Road in March 2021.
Right there on Street Road is the jail. He actually, well, there's 3 jails there. So he took somebody's life in front of the one jail. Now he escaped from the other one.
Dangerous individual from what we know.
And
we are looking for the public's help to get him back.
The other, Nasir Grant, is 28 years old. He's been charged with drug and gun offenses. They were housed in the same unit, but were not cellmates. The 2 inmates were not detected missing in head counts taken at 11 p.m. on Sunday and 3 and 7 a.m. on Monday. Here is Mayor Jim Kenney's response.
The number one
this
responsibility right now is to get these guys off the street. And any information that any folks can provide us, there's, I believe, a reward on each of them for $20,000 each for information leading to their arrest. So that's job number 1. Job number 2 is to get the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections in here and assess the system. Clearly, the system's screwed up. I'm really angry about it. There's no reason for this. And if everybody followed through and do what they're supposed to do, we wouldn't have this problem.
The U.S. Marshals and Philadelphia Police are coordinating on the manhunt for the inmates, while the Department of Prisons continues to investigate exactly what happened and how it could have happened.
Stacy.
Now, we should mention that the Correctional Officers Union entered a vote of no confidence in Commissioner Carney's leadership just last week, citing a staffing crisis which they say has risen to more than 800 vacancies. In Holmesburg, Siafa Lewis, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Now, this is how close. Oh, shit. Am I still here?
No, I wanted to say to Stacy.
Oh, thank you for that flow.
Stacy, they didn't escape between counts. There was 3 counts.
Now, let me tell you.
They were missed.
They put you in a cell, which they're supposed to do. Now, let me tell you, 2007, I applied to be a CO at this actual jail. The reason why I didn't go all the way is because, obviously, I was pregnant. So after that, I was like, nah, I'm good. Hearing the horror stories. But they do head counts. They're supposed to do them every 2 hours. Put them in a cell, head count. Now, there were head counts being done, but they were marked as if they were there. On that unit, there was only 2 doors open. They weren't cellmates. They were just on the same block. His door was open. His door was open. They got it.
Thank you, Flo.
Now, I'll show you.
Stacy, I did not mean that like in an ugly way. I'm like, seriously, I'm sitting here and when Devious showed me the story before this live, I'm like, how did they miss them on 3 different head counts? Like,
shit.
I can I know that COs are a lot of times overworked, so I can understand.
Well, I can get to that in 1 second.
1 count, but 3 of them.
You didn't see? You didn't see it was inside? Well, the girl. All right, so I'll play this one and then I'll explain the whole story behind it.
So I just want Stacy to know that I wasn't saying it like in an ugly way. I was just saying like, I could understand, like, okay, if it was 1 count they missed, I get it. Because that happened in Shawshank Redemption, which I know that's a movie, y'all. I do understand that.
That's a movie. They did some real movie shit.
But
hold on. This is one of them.
You missed 3. That's a
brand
lot.
new images we obtained overnight from U.S. Marshals.
This is the one that got
show them
caught.
arresting
It's not
Nasir
dangerous.
Grant in the city's Strawberry Mansion section last night. Authorities tell us at one point he was wearing women's clothes, trying to disguise himself.
Grant was being held on narcotics and gun violations before he, along with another inmate, Hurst escaped. Hurst is still on the run and is considered extremely dangerous, accused of killing 4 people. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live at the Philadelphia Industrial Correctional Center with the overnight developments. Good morning, Corey.
Sam and Matt, good morning. Yes, so far, U.S. Marshals have not encountered any violence when it came to taking in that first escapee, but it did have an unusual twist. They were staking out an area where they thought Nasir Grant may have frequented his Strawberry Mansion last night around 10:30, and it turns out they were right.
A male resembling Nasir Grant came out of a residence wearing full female Muslim garb and a head covering. That gentleman piqued our interest. He got into a vehicle. We followed that vehicle over here to the 2800 block of West Dolphin Street, and a felony vehicle stop was conducted.
A lot.
And here's a look at the new photos of U.S. Marshals arresting 24-year-old Nasir Grant last night. Investigators say they caught him off guard and took him into custody without any issues. Grant was originally locked up on narcotics and gun violations before escaping from the Philadelphia Industrial Correctional Center last weekend. Earlier yesterday, investigators announced the arrest of 21-year-old Ziani Stalling for allegedly helping the escapees get out.
There she is.
Sources tell us she was released from the same prison in February and likely met the two escapees while locked up. Right now, a full-out manhunt is underway for the second escapee, 18-year-old Amin Hurst. He's accused of killing 4 people in Philadelphia. We're being told Hurst and Grant escaped from the prison by cutting a hole in the fence Sunday night. Prison guards didn't realize they were missing until Monday afternoon. Even after 3 head counts were conducted, it's still unclear right now how they were able to go undetected for so long. And this morning, the U.S. Marshals and the Philadelphia Police are offering a combined total of $25,000 for information that leads to an arrest for the second and last escapee who is now out there, Amin Hurst. Reporting live here in Holmesburg, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Action News.
Well, they got to get the second one. Thank you, Corey.
Yes, so let me explain this real quick. With the Philadelphia prison systems, if you live in Philly, you'll understand. So near the prison, there are a lot of correctional officers that wind up getting a house because it was convenient. They live very close to where these people hang out. They become friends with them. So the girl, she was in jail, but listen, she was a CO. She was actually a correctional officer at one point. Then she stabbed somebody, went to court. They dropped every charge, but she did lose her job, dropped every charge. And guess what? She helped them get out because she knows people that are in there working. So yeah, she's in jail. So the one that's on the loose, that's really like 4 people. I believe he used his friend as an scapegoat because they're going to look for them. So they had to separate them. And the other one, good luck finding him. You're not going to find him. This is the same guy that went onto that prison ground as somebody was being released in the middle of the night and took his whole life. Hey, freaking Ricken. And I can tell you this, from that jail.
Hey, Ricken.
There's one.
Oh, thank you, honey.
There's one correction officer on every block. They said you're loud. Hold on.
Well, I don't know how to, can you turn me down? Because, I'm really trying to speak,
Is that good?
Not my normal voice.
Ain't that shit? Ooh, it is crazy because not the neighborhood didn't have no warning. They had a 19-hour jump head start. They were counted as if they were there. They were not there. The hole in the fence is so small. It's ridiculous. And I personally watched them put up new barbed wire on the top of this gate literally 2 weeks ago. I watched them with my own eyes as I was driving down that street. Watched them do it. Now, they lost so many correctional officers that they only have one inside of a bubble that watches and then one on actual, in there with the inmates. So, whose fault is it? It's really the prison's fault. How close you live to where they right around the corner. Literally, I can get off my step and roll, and I'll be there. I'll roll down a hill, and I'm there. Literally. No lie.
And, I worked at
Granny on the web.
Correctional facility here in Alabama, if anybody wants to Google that. Kilby Correctional Facility is the processing center for every prisoner in Alabama. They come there and get their blood test. I was the phlebotomist that did their, we call them RPRs, which is a syphilis test, AIDS test, all that stuff, so we know where to put them. And me being a female in that field, they, even in Alabama, the head count went from every 2 to 3 hours to every hour.
Well,
just
this prison
because there was a female in the prison.
Yeah, but this prison's so different that the people that work there are friends, are family with these people. So they bring in cigarettes, phones, whatever the fuck you want, you can get in this prison. This is actually the hole that they snuck out of. This little thing under here. Hold on, where is it? Under this, right here.
And I don't get that because for 7 years, I literally, for 7 years, was strip searched on my way into work and on my way out of work. Like every day, even though they knew, like, you've been here a long time, I was still strip searched every day, going in and leaving my job.
If you want, I really will tomorrow go and actually go on the prison grounds. They won't let me past a certain point because of this stuff still going on in one loose, but I can actually show you where he went onto the ground, took somebody's life, and left. And then he wound up getting caught. Obviously, you're on the prison ground, but my whole thing was, ain't no neighbors know. There wasn't no sound like to go off to let you know. And it's bad enough, like in the summertime when you sit outside, it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. It don't matter what time. They release the prisoners if they're like bowed out or whatever. They release them. So they walk. You know how many prisoners came up to me like, "Can I get an extra cigarette?" And then you're like, "Here." Like they really don't fuck with you, but you never know who you're gonna run into. That's fucking out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this guy. Like, you think you got anything to lose? Hell no. He's 18. He's looking at 4 accounts.
4 counts, never here. Y'all. When Devious showed me that, I was in shock because, like, yeah, we have things like that. We do, but just to see it in a news article, an 18-year-old with 4 counts of the M word, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that's...
No, there wasn't no alerts, no phone alerts. We have an older prison that a lot of movies are taped in. It's called Holmesburg Prison. They even still, to this day, even just being like somewhere people record movies in, they have alarms. Now, you got a newer prison, and you put a murderer in there, and he's not even on secure lockdown. He should have been on 23 hours locked in, 1 hour out, which never fucking happened. Never happened. He got out, got to do whatever fuck he wanted. And let me just tell you, I've been in that jail visiting people, and to get up to the next floor, you have to literally get in an elevator with a fucking correction officer's card. They have to have the card there to move up and down.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to have to go to the P1 ward to draw blood because the P1 ward is the psychiatric ward where they, throw bodily fluids. They try to bite you.
Oh, they do that here in any ward.
So, well, the P1 ward was the worst. And the COs let one, I'll never forget his name. Dude, I don't mean to dox you, but you're never getting out of prison. Like, let's be real. His name was Brett. I'm not going to say his last name. They had to pull him out because he had some kind of disorder where...
No, I'm not scared.
If you went into the cell, he tried to attack you or whatever. So they let him out of his cell for me to do his blood work, and he attacked me. And, within literally a minute and a half, he was out. I mean, they had to drag him to Dr. On's office. His name was Dr. On. I'm just doxing all my shit. Whatever. And they had to staple his head back together because once he came at me in Alabama here, I don't know any other place, but the correctional officers, they do have weapons or whatever, but their first weapon is a long wooden stick. And when I say long, I mean from like the hip to the ankle. And
I'll agree. In Philly, the majority of people doing all, like, literally having the guns in their hands are fucking babies. Literally, not like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like, he committed these crimes 17, 18. So these are babies doing it. And what sucks is a lot of them that do commit the crime, they live around the prison area, like around there. So they make friends with COs. You know what I mean? I had COs up and down, move in and out on that block because, inmate coming out of jail can see them, and then boom, they wind up moving and another one moves in. It's ridiculous. And across from this jail, I'll go down tomorrow and actually go live because you can see across from this jail is, they call it Pennypack Woods. It's just woods and a creek. But once you get out of jail, you could go right through there. Nobody will see you. It's so dark. It's so wooded. It's insane. They won't even know that you're the fuck in there.
And Flo, I agree with you. It's to me, it's very heartbreaking that an 18-year-old has 4 M charges on him because, like, his life is done. Why he did it, I don't know. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's so many factors in life, in my opinion, only my opinion. So
well, he's very sick in the head that he was actually, well, not him himself, but one of the people that got the other guy out of jail, they put their own money up to get this person out of jail. And come to find out, it's the whole time, it was wrong identity, the wrong person. They thought that person was the person they wanted. No. Wrong person.
Yep. And Poppy in the bushes.
We have them all day long now.
Well, and the thing is, I'm so scared because my husband and I have taken the step to put our 2 youngest into a private school, which I know a lot of people are like, oh, poor Nux, private school, really? But y'all have to understand, I've homeschooled my children because I'm so scared of those types of things. Like, I have a different brain. Okay, I think weird. I think of everything. I overanalyze. I overdo this. I overdo everything. So
yeah, you don't have nothing to lose.
For them to go to a private school next year, even though it's a private school, I am so already freaking out. Even though it doesn't start until the end of August, like, I'm already freaking out because I'm like, I can't stay with them all day. I don't know what's going to happen. Like,
that used to freak me out, by the way. So, just saying. Yeah. Also, y'all, right near the jail, you can walk. I'm not even gonna say half a block. A little, like, a half a block, and there's a train either getting the hell out of Philly or going deep into Philly. And actually, you can take either way. You're getting the hell out of Philly. So there's that. But it had to be a whole plan for them to get out, take their orange jumpsuits off, get the hell out of there where nobody's seen them at 8:30 at night when that street's busy as hell. Especially on a Sunday, there's a lot of people that go drinking, and that street's used by mostly highway patrol. So it just don't make sense, and I don't think it ever will.
Poppy,
hell yeah, we can go on a field trip. I'll even walk through the woods with you to show you how you can get the fuck out and nobody can see you.
You're not.
Yes, I am. I do it all the time.
You're not. But
yes,
Poppy,
we're going to walk through the woods.
I want you to know that I agree with your comment, Poppy. Even though there are only 182 kids in this entire school, private school is just as bad. Like, it can happen at any school, and that's why I have been so vigilant on my kids. They're not going to do this, but they're at an age now where I feel like I am restricting them from being social and doing things like that. So I'm trying to make little steps of putting them in a very small school and see if that works, because I don't want my kids to grow up and be like, my mom was so freaking weird that she was too scared to let us have, like, friends in school. So I'm trying very hard. I really am.
Along with this whole prison escape shit too, you got, yesterday was a quadruple. They call it, this is what I want to know. Why do they call it a quadruple murder instead of saying, like, this is a massacre? It was a bunch of teenage kids, even a kid that was 7 years old that got shot last night just from going to the corner store. There was one that his life was taken, a 15, a 16, and a 7-year-old. It is so out of hand here, and that's why I was trying to warn Michelle. You come here and you run your mouth, you are not going to make it, sweetheart. You're just not going to make it. Play the video again for the ones asking in chat. Yes, I will. I was actually going to play this one too. This is the woman that was a CO at one time, actually stabbed somebody. All her cases were dropped. Go to that nice park by the river behind the. You know what? There is. You can go right behind the prison. Like you go past the prison.
Crazy auntie. Just want to say that.
If you make a turn, you go right down. All right, so it's the prisons, and then right behind the prisons is a nursing home. I don't even know if that's still open, but I'm guessing it is. But right behind that is a beautiful park, and they got a baseball field. You can go fishing. That's what we do. But
Penny
it's right
Wrinkle,
behind the jail.
Correct. Penny Wrinkle, you are correct. This I call him a child because he's 18. Has 4 of those. So,
oh yeah, the crime rate's ridiculous here. It's so ridiculous. It's like every day you hear like, and it's kids, it's teenagers, like teenagers getting into whatever they're doing. I don't even know how these young teenagers are getting their hands on it. 4 people shot in one spot. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Ain't that crazy? 3 in another. Once it gets warm here, listen, it gets warm. It's like people go in heat. But this is the girl that they caught.
Tonight at 5, breaking news. This woman is now under arrest, charged with helping 2 prisoners escape.
I'm Jason Martinez, and this is now day 4 in the search for those escaped prisoners. Kelly, these are huge developments tonight.
Huge developments. And tonight, Philadelphia police say this arrest stems from a recorded jail phone call from one of the men before they escaped through a hole in the fence around 8:30 Sunday night. Now, investigators have not said what this 21-year-old woman's connection is to the 2 men, but sources do tell me tonight she is not a family member and she's not related to either of them.
She's banging them.
21-year-old Ziani Stallings, charged with escape, criminal use of communication facility, criminal conspiracy, and hindering apprehension for her role in helping 2 men escape from the Philadelphia Industrial Correctional Center on Sunday night, according to Philadelphia police. Investigators tell Fox 29
that's the wires I just watched them put up
from either 18-year-old Amin Hurst or 24-year-old Nasir Grant sometime before their escape was a key piece of the investigation that led to Stallings' arrest. The U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force confirms their members arrested Stallings around 1 a.m. Wednesday on the 2800 block of North 22nd Street. They got information she was walking in the area, and she was taken into custody without any issues. Court records show she served several months in jail earlier this year for a stabbing in November 2022, but a judge dismissed all charges against her and she was released in February. The Philadelphia Department of Prisons said earlier in the week, Hurst, who is accused of murdering 4 people, and Grant escaped through a hole cut into a fence with some sort of tool. And prison officials were unaware of the escape until 3 Monday afternoon during a head count, because 3 other head counts in that roughly 18-hour span were cleared without any detection the men were unaccounted for. Officials said on Tuesday the investigation included looking at phone calls made by Hurst and Grant prior to their escape, along with interviews with staff, other inmates, and eyewitnesses, and that all phone and tablet logs and official visitor information would be provided to Philadelphia police. Now, District Attorney Larry Kratzer's office tells me they requested for Stallings to be held on $2 million bail, but a magistrate set it for $500,000.
They lowered it.
A motion to fight that. Today, a judge did sign an order that essentially says Stallings cannot post bail until they have that hearing. So, Sheba, for now, she remains in custody.
All right, Kelly, we know you'll.
I guarantee she gets out. So here's the thing in the Philadelphia jails, just because I know people in there. The female correctional officers will charge the men $1,000 to do whatever the fuck they want, and that's that. So maybe they need to look at inside the jail, because that's the problem. But they want to defund our fucking police. Get the fuck out of here. Look what's on our streets. Are you serious?
That's what I'm saying. And then you got people like me, which I know that I'm not.
I agree, Rapper.
Quote, regular person. I know I overanalyze, I overthink, I overdo this. I get it. I know that. But when you see at least, 10 times a school year of different schools that kids go in and do these things, it's like, no, I'm not putting my kid there. I won't. But there comes a time when you have to do that battle in your brain where, like, okay, if I don't, then they don't have the social experience of life. And I can't, just because I have social anxiety and I'm so worried, I can't take that from them. So it's a very fine line. It really is a very fine line.
I'm trying to look for the other one that just happened. It's so bad. It's so fucking disgusting. It's bad.
Yeah, Maya. I just don't. I don't know. I've been so like in my own bubble here because of my borderline agoraphobia that I don't. I'm like, no, I'm not letting my kids go anywhere like that because I can't control what happens. And no, I'm not a controlling person. It's more of like, if I set them free and I'll let them go to a private school, even a small private school, I can't be there and I can't control what somebody does there. That's the problem. It's all me. It's all me. And I get that. But
this is the one from last night with the teens. This literally happened 20-something hours ago.
Big news now. Philadelphia police
bullfrogs, my hawk.
One teenager dead, 3 others injured, including a child. The gunshots rang out this evening in the city's Logan section.
Hey, fast.
Reporter Brianna Gallagher live at police headquarters with the details. Brianna.
Yeah, Rick, a 17-year-old is dead tonight after a quadruple shooting.
Didn't even make it to their 18th birthday.
We spoke with his grandmother. She tells us that she raised him as if he were her son.
Innocent, he was trying to go to the store. Why did they kill my grandson? They broke my heart. I'm never gonna be the same.
So sorry.
Why did they do that to him?
Yolanda Raines says her grandson, 17-year-old Nazim Raines, was shot and killed.
They all look like babies.
5900 block of First Street. Police say at least 20 shots were fired.
He had just walked to the store to go get something, and then we heard like 15 shots. And then they say my baby was laying out here on the ground, dead. They killed him.
Chopper 6 overhead as police investigate the quadruple shooting in Logan.
Among the victims,
a 7-year-old, a
ever.
15-year-old, and a 16-year-old are now in stable condition. Raines was rushed to the hospital but did not survive.
Tragedy all the way around of, again, having one of those young people lose their life tonight.
Police say the 7-year-old was out and about just being a kid. He was with his siblings when he was hit.
So having a 7-year-old that is going to, have not only the injuries that he sustained, but the mental trauma of dealing with, being shot at the age of 7. It's not normal. And unfortunately,
it is here, though. Why is it normal here?
He just turned 17.
I'm going to miss my baby. They broke my heart. This is so dangerous out here. You can't even go to the store without getting killed. Oh, my God.
It's so true, though. You really can't.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because you know what? That's what I was thinking. Why ain't this stuff all over? Like, especially with the 2 that escaped. Well, the one that's on a loose. He could be anywhere. He had a whole 19 hours to just go. Then you got kids getting killed every day. Tonight's Friday. I guarantee I'll wake up tomorrow and my news is just like.
Yep. And the sad thing is,
it's true.
In my opinion, the sad thing is that it has become so commonplace for this to happen that it's not on national news. It's not. It's like, okay, so another child, and I'm not trying to bring down the stream. I'm really not. I'm just saying, in my opinion.
But this is true right here.
It has become so common.
This whole thing, when the cops actually do their job, they're getting charged or getting in trouble or getting laid off because they're doing their job. It's so hard out here. Like, cops got to the point out here where they're not pulling you over unless, like, they really need to. Like, you can drive around with bad plates, whatever. Like, they won't pull you over unless they really fucking need to. And then on top of it, they want to defund our police that bust our ass to be out there. Listen, you couldn't pay me enough to be out there. I'll just tell you that.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
You're right, Flo. You're right, Flo. You hear about a certain group, like she just said. You hear about the Idaho 4.
I'll say it. You know why? Because they were. I'll say it, and I'm not saying it in a disgusting way, but I'm going to say it just as I know everybody's thinking. Them, the Idaho 4, it's because they were white privileged kids living on campus. These kids are from the hood, the ghetto, whatever the fuck they want to call it. That's why it's not national. It's not a problem.
And I can't disagree with you, Devious. I can't.
That's like really what it is.
I really can't.
Somebody said something very in one of these news things. I was reading the comments, and somebody said, "Ain't it crazy that if a white person goes and shoots up 4 people, it's called a mass murder? But when this is happening, it's just
illness.
Yeah, and when this happens, they just call it a quadruple." An 11-year-old girl was shot today. See, I told you. The warm weather makes people just go crazy. Well, you're not even safe in the winter, but it's not as bad in the winter as it is in the summer, if that makes sense. You know, because that's what they make it seem like. Oh, we don't care because you know what? They're not in college or they're not in a rich neighborhood, and so who cares?
But people don't know.
Exactly.
Oh,
White privilege is a motherfucker.
I'm trying not to overtalk. I really am. But that comment right there, I'm like, people don't understand that just because they're not in college doesn't mean they don't want to be. They might want to be. That might be their dream to be in college, but they don't have the means to do that, and they're trying to find that. And I overthink everything, and I know that, and that's fine. But I see every human that way.
I just found the one with the 11-year-old. See, it's not even the end of the night. This was 17 minutes ago. It's not even the end of the night.
Friday night, Shari is off. I'm Gray Hall. The big story tonight on Action News is breaking news. More gun violence on the streets of Philadelphia tonight.
They say it so normally, too, by the way.
1900 block of South 23rd Street, including a young child. Action News reporter Bob Brooks is standing by outside police headquarters with the latest.
Don't even sound sad. Just it is what it is.
Yeah, great. Like you said, another tragic shooting here in the city of Philadelphia involving children. This time it was a little girl. She's just 11 years old now at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Luckily, she was only shot in the leg. And like you said,
she's only shot in the leg.
One of them,
no big deal.
A 55-year-old woman. The scene was near the intersection of 19th and 23rd Streets. At least one suspect pulled a gun and started firing. It clearly didn't matter who the bullets hit. Philadelphia police confirmed there are 3 victims. The youngest is an 11-year-old girl. Fortunately, she was only struck in the leg and is in stable condition at Children's Hospital.
Fortunately,
another victim was a 55-year-old woman who was shot
when
in
you
the
have
arm.
to say fortunately,
and the 3rd victim was a 22-year-old man who was also shot in the leg. They're both in stable condition as well.
About 6 or 7 shots.
Tonight, neighbor Jim Brown says after the gunfire ceased, he came outside and was frustrated to hear more innocent victims being hit by gunfire in the city.
Why do you have to involve children and other people? That's what's frustrating.
At this point, police haven't released any details about what led up to the shooting, but we did speak with Harold Boswell of the Philadelphia Anti-Gun, Anti-Violence Network. He has a message to those who feel like they might want to pick up a gun.
There's nothing wrong with walking away. You're not considered, a scaredy cat if you walk away.
He says the motive behind these types of shootings is usually something
what they
petty.
say?
Normally it'd be about something that happened years ago. Something that might have happened 5 years ago. Somebody's mad at this person or somebody did something to this person and they feel like they had to get some get back, and it just turns into something like this.
And Gray, if there is any good news to this, again, all of the victims, including that 11-year-old little girl, they are all in stable condition. At this point, though, no word from police yet on a suspect. Tonight, we're live outside police headquarters. Bob Brooks for Action News at 10 on PHL.
It just gets worse and worse and worse. No, nobody here at all throws hands no more. They're going to drive up on your block and just, they don't care who gets hit, why they get hit. They don't care. But do you see, fortunately, she was hitting her leg, so that's good, right? No.
Yeah, fortunately, she was hitting her leg. Like, are you serious? Fortunately?
That's the issue, too. The news don't make it to be an outrage. So when people are watching it, you're like, oh, yeah, great. I'm glad she got hit in the leg. Like, it makes you say, okay, yeah, I'm glad she got hit in the leg and she's okay. But she's fucking 11. It's so much.
That's what I'm saying.
Gang shit. So much people want to take over other people's blocks, so they don't care who lives on that block. They're just going to shoot whoever. It's insane.
It is. And I look at that and please, I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but there is which I've spoke to Devious about this. There's a lady that I went to school with. She has always been very Christian, going to church. Now, I'll be the first to say I'm a more spiritual person. I don't believe that you have to go to church and do all these things or whatever it may be. But growing up, that's all I knew her as. And as an adult, that's what she was. And now, she was arrested because she SA'd her own 11-year-old daughter with multiple objects. And like, you see stuff like that and you literally sit back and you think to yourself, like, what is going on in this world right now? Like, I have known this person since I was 10 years old, and here they are doing this shit. Like, what is going on?
Thank you, Pass. Listen, there's a lot of cases that hit me hard, and I never want to be it's not about being a tragedy pin for me. It's more of, why ain't this being addressed? Why is it every day innocent kids, innocent people just walking down the street got to lose their life? I carry a 45 on me at all times with one inside already locked and loaded to go. I'm glad they listen to you. No, they don't. It's sickening. It's so sickening.
Yeah, it is. It's just like and now the train comes through. So I got train and frogs. Like, seriously.
Not only does the prison system here suck, also the judges suck. They're so lenient on people that shouldn't be lenient on, where they need to be, and then they're harder on the people that shouldn't be harder on, if that makes sense. They're just, it's all twisted up and fucked up. And then once they go to jail, they got 2-3 days later, they go and get a reduced bail hearing. So even if they did take somebody's life, you're still getting that reduced bail hearing. Like, it just make it make sense. Like, look, the lady just got caught. They dropped her bail from $2 million to $500,000. Where does that make sense at?
Nowhere. And
I carry everywhere too.
Maya Bullfrog, you're correct, because I have 2 granddaughters, and I'm so scared for them. Like, I'm scared for my little boys. But you can imagine having 2 granddaughters. One is starting kindergarten this coming up school year. Because she'll be 5 in June. So you can only imagine the things that are going through my head. It's a very
just think about it now. This is how I think about it. Look at the generation out on the street now. They're picking up any gun. They don't know how to use it. They close their eyes. They're holding it sideways. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're taking innocent lives for no reason. Then just think about that generation having kids, and then that generation comes. Like, our whole world's fucked. And summer don't even start. Yeah. Nope. It didn't start yet at all. Oh, it did not start yet. And it's just wild, wild.
It hasn't. I mean,
you know what's scary?
Hot here
you got to think about the police, too. When they approach certain people, you don't know what the fuck. These people are so crazy. Like, if they're shooting people that are innocent, if you could shoot a child, why wouldn't they shoot at a cop? Why wouldn't they shoot at Warren? They don't have shit to lose.
They have nothing to lose.
They want to be known as, I'm the one that shot that person, and I'm happy to do it. Take back power.
I don't know, y'all.
Philly needs to take a lot of power. They need to get rid of the fucking mayor. That's for one. He don't care. He's just waiting to retire.
Hey, Ace Pops. Hey, Nub 6. But no, I just
that's sad when you got to go to a graduation and you got police everywhere. My kids go to school and there's at least 3 cops on each of their building at all times. At every single moment, there's 3 cops all times.
Oh, Rakin, you know what? I'll say this to you, Rakin.
I love mine.
And I'll say it to anybody in this chat, and they might dislike me after I say it. And you know what? No, I'm not fine with that because I love each and every one of you.
Oh, that would be awesome.
The tattoo on my arm says Malone Lave, which means come and take, which translates to if you want the weapons that I have, you will come and take them from me, and I will fight for that right. Because I truly believe in our society, our world, the way it is today, you have to have that. You do.
We were thinking about actually, well, of course, my oldest, she's 1 year away from graduating high school, but we were thinking about like getting the fuck out of here too. Like, what's the point of being here? You can't walk to the corner store. You can't leave your car running because somebody will just take that shit. They'll shoot you. Just take your car. Like, Uber drivers ain't safe. Pizza drivers ain't safe. Like, nobody's fucking safe here at all, ever.
That's right. And Ray can also say that, like, from my oldest son, all 8 of my children, even my 10-year-old, knows how to handle, shoot, point
my
a
kids
weapon.
do.
And it's sad. It's sad that it has to be that way, but it does. It has to be that way.
My kids know how to keep it locked. They know how to, fill it up with the ammo. They know how to do all that shit. And they're actually, and I'm not trying to brag, but my boys are very good aims. I watch them in the shooting range, and their aims are so amazing. Zayden, I try to start them off low, but Zay, he got up to a 45. He can handle it. He can put it down, cock it back, and I'm like, it's sad you got to teach your kids how to defend themselves if something fucking happens.
Yeah. And it's sad, Devious. It really is. Like, if I had, like, in the perfect world, would my 10 and 11-year-old know how to handle a weapon? No. Absolutely not. Like, you get what I'm saying? In a perfect world or a better world. But in this world that they're living in and we are all living in, I feel it's necessary for my 10 and 11-year-old to understand how to handle a weapon. And
you know what drives me crazy too is you should get your carrying license, blah, blah, blah. But there's so many people that can't because of like old stuff in their past. So they should be able to hold a gun. If like, I feel like everybody should be strapped living here because you never know. You never fucking know when something's going to happen. It's disgusting.
But
you know what makes me sick though, for real, and I know I said it earlier with the white privilege, but that's what makes me sick. Why ain't these little kids being like, these kids' lives are getting taken for no reason, just to go to a store, just to get a bag of chips? Like, what the fuck is this world come to? When I was little, we didn't have to worry about somebody driving down a block and doing. Yeah, our mayor and the DA sucks ass. Listen, if you are in Philly, you'll see fuck Kaiser on everybody's car because everybody hates our DA and they just hate this motherfucker. Our mayor's an asshole. He'll just be like, all right, yeah, when can I retire? Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
see, that's how it should be everywhere.
If I had it my way, like, do y'all honestly think I would want my 10 and 11-year-old to know how to hold a handgun and, like, zero the sights in? No, I wouldn't.
Hell
They
yeah.
would be kids.
My dad taught me when I was young, because my dad was a hunter. That's the only time that we knew of guns, is my dad taking us hunting, showing us what to do. Other than that, as kids, we used to run around freely. We didn't have to worry about sitting outside. We didn't have to worry about any of that shit ever.
That's right. That's right.
Kids can handle a gun, and it's not necessary because of what's going. Yeah, true. I think for hunting too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad for a child to know. Like, I know when I take my kids to the range, the guys that are so impressed that, like, I want them to learn. I want them to protect themselves if anything. Like, hell yeah, learn. Open carry there.
Yep.
See, that's what it. I feel like that's what, at this point, that's what the world needs to be, because so many people are getting their hands on guns that they shouldn't have their hands on guns.
Yeah.
And then they're passing it off to it. Here, take it to a 15-year-old. Like, what the fuck?
So done. Like, my children all know how to use like a 22 to hunt with. But the way the world goes now,
true.
I've had to teach all of my kids, even the youngest ones, how to shoot a handgun. And that's not something that, like, I'm proud of or want to say, like, yeah, my 10 and 11-year-old know how to do it. I don't want to say that, because that makes me, like, snap into reality where I'm like, they have to know that. Because if I'm asleep and Dad's asleep and they're awake and somebody should pick my door in, I need them to know how to hold it, aim it, and shoot it if necessary. And that's sad. It's really fucking sad.
It is. I bet you too. So done. I bet you wasn't even, nobody touched it. Nobody thought about touching it. Like back then, you could leave your doors open. You didn't have to worry about a weirdo walking through your damn door. You could leave your car door open. Like, I used to remember running out to the car for my mom to get whatever. Like, now you gotta lock your doors. They tried to steal my car 4 weeks ago. They're them fucking screwdrivers, man. I'm telling you, they don't care. Like, they really don't.
Nope.
I put cameras all over my car.
And let y'all hear I have 2 chain locks, a deadbolt, and the handle lock. Like, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. It all saddens me. It does. Because when I was younger, I didn't have to live like that.
Oh my God, that's a lot of money. And windshields are a lot of money. And you know what? In Philly, everybody knows there's like certain cars to aim for, and you'll see it all over the news. Like, watch out if you have this kind of brand or this one. It's so fucking disgusting. And it's probably like a 13-year-old kid trying to fucking take your car. Yep, trucks were left open. I don't lock my doors. I double lock my doors. I triple lock my doors. I have cameras at every single door. I have cameras pointing all over.
You sure do. Damn,
I do.
You got more cameras than a damn jail. I'm gonna say that.
Well, at least I would be able to detect if somebody left my damn house. They couldn't even detect
I agree. I'm just saying, like, you got more people escape from the jail, and ain't a mother sucker escaping from your house. Just say it.
Well, besides the guy, I caught his legs and I caught the bottom of my lawnmower walking away with him, but he was in a blind spot. But, sir, you taught me one good thing. Put a camera there, and that's exactly what happened right after your ass took my lawnmower. And then my dad's talking about, do you know how to put an air filter in your lawnmower? I got, like, yes. Just come and bring yours and drive around and cut it. Jeez. You got the life over there, buddy.
I'm muting because I gotta pee, and I don't want people making fun of me.
I think we're all used to you peeing. I don't leave shit in my car at all. Nothing. There's nothing in my car. Maybe one of the kids bit into a sandwich or something, and I snap out. They eat food, but that's what they will be getting from my car is my kids' crumbs. Getting so bad stealing. They steal anything. That's what's crazy. They'll steal your child stroller. They don't care. I always leave my door. I couldn't picture leaving my door open. I couldn't picture sleeping with my windows open, which is sad because people should be able to sleep with their windows open. You can't. After they tried to steal my car, the only thing I had left was a big I bet you didn't even take that. I bet you they were like, oh, fuck that.
So I think it's Sebastian or if I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me, but Sabbatia.
Sabotage?
No. Sabbatia or
yes,
that comment.
Sabatina.
No.
Sabatina.
No, it's Sabbatia.
Did Nux say it right, or did I? Because I feel like it's Sabatina.
But either way, I live in a very small town. Like, very small country.
Jill. Hey, Beezer.
Kind of town. Hey, Jill. Hey, Beezer. Sorry, I had to say. Nux is correct. Thank you. Thank you, Sebastian.
No, I want to say it. Sabatina. I know somebody with that last name. That's why.
Okay. You can say it how you want to, but you're saying it wrong. And that's fine. You do you, boo. You do you.
It's so crazy.
I'm just kidding. I didn't mean the you do you, boo.
Listen, if somebody takes my car, I have a little app and it shows me where my car is. Because I may or may not, when I park in a mall, not know where my car is. I mean, I may or may not. You never know. Look, they'll steal your car seat here. They'll steal anything. You can't even leave your kid's bike outside because they will steal it. If you're a felon or you have been committed to a mental issue, you cannot own a gun legally. You know what, too? When I fill it out, they say if you have a medical marijuana card, you can't even fill it out.
Well, Sebastian, I didn't think it was,
It's
but
not my
like
real
I
name.
want to say whatever name you're using correctly.
Sabatine. That's how I said it. Sabatina. I don't know. Sabbatia. Okay, that sounds better though. That sounds more classier. Sabbatia. Kia and Honda. Oh yeah, I remember when I was younger. It was the what are they? The neons. Who makes them things?
Who makes what?
The neons. The car. The neons.
Dodge. I want to say Dodge.
Yeah, I think Dodge neons. They were, when I was younger, they were the cars that everybody stole. They would throw a what the hell are them things? A spark plug through your window because it don't make no noise, and just turn the screwdriver.
If somebody takes one spark plug, you can still crank the car.
No, I'm talking about the spark plug, and you throw it at the window. It breaks the window without making a shatter sound. It slowly cracks it down and just breaks. Well, I'm sorry to tell y'all that if you knew that, if you didn't know that.
But no.
Operated leaf blower. Yes. You know what? I got a 3-in-1 leaf blower. I swear. Hold on. Let me pull up my Amazon list. My son even said, Mom, I love this thing. And it got him out there helping me. It blows leaves, it vacuums it, and it does something. What does it do? I don't know. It does something else.
It bags, mulches, vacuums, and blows, I believe.
I don't think. No, it don't mulch. That's the wood chipper. Okay. I bought the wood chipper thing.
Okay, I'm wrong.
That my father's so scared for me to use, but you're the one that wants to borrow it, sir.
But I want to show y'all something because this is how things go, like in my neighborhood now, because they kind of know who we are or whatever. Hold on, I'll have to do settings.
Oh geez, I buy a lot off here.
Camera settings. Facing back. Because this sits on my porch. And I know it's not.
Where'd you go, Nux? I don't know if you're down or not, because I'm back here looking for. I found it. I found it. Nux, I don't know where you went. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I have this leaf blower, and I had another one. So it's $79, which ain't bad, and it's electric, but it's really good, and it vacuums really, really well. Oh yeah, it is a mulcher. It's a 3-in-1 leaf blower, a leaf vacuum, and a mulcher. And let me tell you, I vacuumed the shit nicks out of the side of out front of my house. It picks up trash. It even got the bag. You just dip it. Good night. Have a good night. I was like, I heard you stop talking, and I'm like, I'm back here. Sounds like it just don't squirt far, but it is a good sucker. It got the bag to hold your sucking things in it. It is really good. I promise it really is. Yeah, grinds the leaves up. It comes with like different parts. You put it on and off, but it's worth it. $80. It's worth it.
I'm sorry.
Promise. I sold a vacuum. Well, I didn't sell it. I talked about this vacuum, and another creator, Jackie Snotty, bought it, and she was like, "Oh, I love it." I'm like, I should be a spokesman to sell random things. Mini chainsaws. Yeah, it grinds up the leaves. Ain't that great? So everything is all like compact, and it's not all. You don't need oh, you said batteries. It's not battery. It's electric, which is better than gas. Because with gas, I don't know what the freak I'm doing.
All right. Hold on. I'm trying to. Can y'all see any of this? Like coins? Hold on. Like barber dime, silver quarters, Indian head pennies, all of these silver 1917 coins, like all this stuff that's in this box right here. I don't know if anybody can see that, so just let me know if you do. Because that's sitting on our porch, which it should not be. It should be in the house being taken care of. But not one thing has been stolen out of that box. Not one thing. Not one. Oh, Remy girl, we have every barber dime. We had every Morgan dollar, every P.I.C.C dollar.
I found a same brand, just in with a battery, Black & Decker. I don't know, but I could tell you I had one before, and it wasn't as good as the Black & Decker. I was gonna say Decker, Black. Do a video using it. I will listen. My son will be like, "Can I use the leaf blower?" And I'm like, "Go ahead, son." I don't like. I guess it's fun for him, but it was fun for me. It was to a point. Now I'm like, kick that thing.
Oh, Poppy, that right there was the overflow box that when Tucker came to help me get all the coins together, that was the overflow box. Every Morgan dollar, every P.I.C.C dollar, every barber dollar or half dollar dime, Mercury dimes. I had 3 1909 SVDBs, which ended up not trying to be funny. I'm really not, y'all, but if you look it up, I sold them. And just off of 3 pennies, I made approximately $9,000 just off 3 pennies. So,
do you want a leaf blower?
No, I want.
She got to get a 3-in-1 though.
I want somebody to help me list all these coins on eBay, and we do
will.
like a 60-40 kind of thing. Because I'm just saying, like.
I have a really good eBay account. I do. I really do. I have a top line
I have
eBay.
some coins that are worth several $1,000s. Yeah, just saying. So we could do like a 60-40 split because I have the coins.
And I have the eBay account 100%.
Okay, is 60-40?
I'm joking.
All right, everybody in the chat, is 60-40
yes.
Is it fair,
that's actually,
or should it be 50-50?
No, that's over fair. So there's that.
Yes, Nana of 6. My husband spent around $47,000 on coins to gain all of them.
Oh, you know what I'm reading?
Mohawk, they have been. They have been. Hold on. It's not the NCIS. I almost said NCIS. Because I'm.
You know what I just read? That the 18-year-old that did escape from jail he has ties to a certain mob. I'm not going to say what mob, but I guarantee they'll never find him.
PCG.
Hey, my son got one for Christmas and loves it.
So, and anybody in here that's from Australia, I have the Australian coins, I think, that are in this box with the koalas and all that. They're so cool, y'all. I'm telling you. But this is just the box that we just kind of were like, okay, we'll just put it outside.
It's like a huge gang. So I'll just say from just reading that about the 18-year-old that escaped, they're not going to catch him. It's just
Granny,
not going to happen.
That's me. Sorry, Granny. I got frogs.
I don't have frogs. I don't have frogs. I don't have nothing.
I got frogs, trains, Raken, you suspect correctly.
So much stuff happened to me.
What happened, dude?
You know Donovan?
Yeah.
Him and his friends got robbed, and he got pistol whipped.
Oh, that's cute.
What?
And they all ran in.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but Donovan deserved that shit at the end of the day. What kind of cookie you got from Crumble Cookie, bro? Oh, no. With your hands all over it? Son, you can have it. Thank you. No, get out of here. Donovan got robbed, and he got pistol whipped. I'm sorry, but he's a jerk-off. I mean, he plays big, tough, badass because he's bigger than all the kids his age, so I'm sorry. But
Mohawk, they are rated by PCGS. The ones that I have in loose little containers are like barber dimes that are not gradable, in my opinion, because they, are not in great condition. But Mohawk, they are the dates that everyone wants really bad, like the 1916D. Even though it's in not great shape, it's, I would say, very good to find on the grading scale, but I'm not going to pay $99 for them to grade it just for me to sell it for $1,000. You know what I mean?
Ain't that funny, Gossip Girl? Let me be a
she said she wasn't going to.
Because she knows it's true. She cannot.
No, because she said her mental health is more important. No, you just
you weren't thinking about anybody else's mental health, were you? You damn lying ass, conniving ass piece of shit. Let me see.
One odd. I usually, Flo. I call you Flo. I'm sorry, can't help it. But usually, Flo, I sell like the barber dimes in a 5-piece set, and I'll put one in there that's very, very rare. The other 4 are actually just very random dates that you could probably find if you bought a roll off eBay. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you've got to make money somehow.
Oh, hold on. I got to respond to this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Mohawk. I have 3. They're wheat pennies. They're 1955, but they're double dies, which means the date is double stamped on there, and they're worth a lot. And I still have those. And then I have the 1894 Indian head. I have any coin that you could ever think of, I have. Sadly. I know my life is so wonderful. But just saying. Yeah, I have that kind of shit in my house. Golden Girls, you have to send them off to either PCGS, NCA, I can't remember, National Coin, NG something. There's like 8 different places you can send them to, but PCGS is the biggest and most recognized coin grader. So that's where we send all of ours. And you send them the coin and they inspect it with very elaborate tools, and then they give you a grade on it.
After work.
And it's either like
I go to a carnival.
it goes from
Amy and them.
You asked me this already. Please, son, with the obsession. Please ask me later.
To
me,
fine, to very fine, to AU, which is almost uncirculated, to uncirculated, to MS 65, which means uncirculated, no.
Hold on, I want to say this real fast.
Next.
Why somebody's trying to say Chrissy might have a breakdown because all the scamming she did on the internet's getting put out there. Let me tell you something. There is one person that I know for a fact that you fucking had given a breakdown to with all your bullshit lies, having this person manipulate it, telling them that nobody likes you. I'm your only friend. Don't trust anyone. You fucking have literally gave somebody a mental breakdown. Did you think of anybody else's mental status when you did the shit you did?
No, you didn't.
Fuck no, you didn't.
You took
didn't
advantage
care
of someone that you knew, because I know you've seen that person in other chats speaking on their mental well-being. So I know for a fact you were in chats when that person was in there, and you, lady, I don't even want to call you that. You took advantage of that person and had her send you money, and then you have the fucking gall to say to her, I'm truly your only friend.
And you weren't?
Bitches are lying. Like, you need to quit. You
also,
really do.
Let's say this. If we didn't put it out there, if we didn't put it out there, nobody would know what she's doing behind the scenes. Not only, she started this shit back in November when her ass drug over here from Facebook. And let me put it out there, even though I don't fuck with this person, but Amber helped this girl behind the scenes. Yep. And it just went on from there. So how many people bought Christmas presents for her when I know for a fact Amber gave you over 300? So there's that. Hey, Norma.
Jet lag, it's actually a 44. 44 was all steel pennies.
Amen.
If you find a 44 copper, it's worth more money than I could ever think about having in my life. And that's the one coin I've never found. But it's actually 1944.
She's a fucking liar. That's what makes me so sick is I just can't with people that fucking will scam, will lie to get money. There's like, what is the purpose? What are you doing with all this money that you collected for Christmas? You know how many people that probably didn't have a Christmas on this platform, but didn't complain, didn't say one fucking word to anybody, but you have the nerve to go around as a grandmother crying about, oh, happy Mother's Day to you too.
And my thing is, listen, you know what? Things have happened with Amber. We all know that. But one thing I ain't gonna lie about, one thing I will not lie about, bitch, is you know she gave you $350, because I got that receipt too, if you want me to show it, for Christmas.
Christmas, along with other people that bought you and sent you stuff for Christmas. There was a laptop, and it's literally dated around Christmas. So how many people were you really doing it to? Do you think we really care if we hurt your feelings? Because we really fucking don't.
No, we don't. But the thing is, like I said, Davius, like, because we don't and won't unless they say to you or to me, you can tell Nux it's me, or you can tell Devious it's me, whatever it may be. 7 people or 6 people.
Hey, Angela, okay.
You're breaking up. That you've done this to.
Right. She all of a sudden she has a mental breakdown. Yeah, I can. All of a sudden she's having a mental breakdown. Where was that energy when you had the balls to ask people for money, to ask to borrow money, to fucking, I don't have a Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, that shit pisses me off. And I'm sorry, yeah, Amber's a dick, Amber's vile. But guess what? At the end of the day, it showed her heart by helping your fucking scamming ass. And I bet you she never asked you for the money back because she had sent me gifts for my kids that she never even spoke on.
Yep. Well, I ain't going to say heart, and I don't mean that ugly. I'm just going to say, I know for a fact that she received $350 from Amber for Christmas.
I believe she's literally scared because she's on probation. And here you are, not only on your probation for stealing, you're out here scamming now on the internet. The fuck is wrong with people?
And you ain't just scamming like 2 people or one. In my mind, it doesn't matter if it's a half a person. If you're scamming somebody, bitch, you are a scammer.
And I do have, and I gotta redact a lot of things, but I'll do another live. I just didn't want to go back to back to back. It is a TOS rule that you can't stream like go after the same person back to back. But there is one that she claims that her now fiance, how much money he makes. So if he's making that much money, why are y'all broke? Is beyond me.
Yeah, that's
right.
my
I said
question.
the same thing. How do people get thousands and thousands of dollars? I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I have a fucking heart. I have a fucking morals. I like my name being not connected to scams. Like I don't know what's wrong with people.
Because you don't have that kind of heart, Devious. You don't scam people. That's why I've tried to explain that to you, and you're like, "Yeah, I know that," but what I'm saying is, and I'm like, "No, we don't think the same as these people. Like, we don't think the same. Like, we don't ever think of like, maybe we could do this as a scam, or maybe we could do this as a scam. We don't think that way."
I don't know how. Like, all right, so she came here thinking I'm gonna get money off people. I don't even think, like, for real. That's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to look up something.
But that is one thing I will say about Amber.
I can say that about her.
Having her back or nothing like that. No offense, but Christy, you did receive, in my opinion, a pretty substantial amount of money from her to buy your Christmas.
Oh my God, I got another email too.
Back in December. So you've been doing this, as far as I know, since December, unless anybody comes forward from here on out before December. I know for a fact that people have been giving you, in my opinion, $50, $75, $100. That to me is like a substantial amount. So I know for a fact since December you've been receiving these amounts.
You've been doing this since way before 2020, but financial ID fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just got an email of more shit she's doing. Every time I check my email and I put my hand up to the air, it's something about her, and it's people that supported her. And now she's behind the scenes threatening people and telling them that anybody that talks about her are all lying. And they said I could tell you for a fact she is not clean.
Okay. All right. Then take a link, honey. Take a link. I'll mute myself. I promise on my 2 children, I will mute myself the entire time. Take a link.
All that energy, Christy Payne, you had for Michelle, just for content. I mean, come on. Take a link, Michelle. And then, make me sick.
But you can't take a link because
you're a bitch.
In your opinion, it's not worth your mental health to even address these dumb bitches. Well,
I did have.
First of all,
no, she cut out. I did that because, along with her not being clean, you're sitting behind the scenes threatening people and their kids. You're a whole bitch. You're telling people, no, it's not true. We show proof after proof after proof. And I got so much, but the people that want to keep their name off here I'm going to do that. I'm not going to show it. So, Mom. I have this, I'm always late to everything. That's me. I'm like always late to everything. I walk in, I'm like, I got you. I can do it. I want to go back to doing that too. I just was saying that I need to start doing more read-ins too.
Yeah, there was something I was gonna say before I muted because Matt decided to yell my name.
I heard him.
But you were saying it right before that, and I was like, I want to say this, and now I freaking forgot. But I don't even know.
I just want to like with my channel. I don't want to do hardcore drama. Yes, I'll talk shit to people if you're talking shit about me. Chrissy Payne, like I would rather put out scammers, stuff like that. I don't even know yet.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with this lotion. I gotta go put it on my shelf because I took it down because every time I'm on a stream, I get up and I lotion my hands, and it's Beautiful Day by Bath and Body Works. It's not even expensive, but I love it.
You're always getting up and moving around like I'm moving around. Cause I get, and y'all, I'll just let y'all know. Come on, Sophia. All right, never mind. Like you scratching on the door, dummy.
Oh, but, girl, rake it. That one. Woo.
You know, like I know how Devious operates, and Devious loves to clean and do things. So that's why, I know a lot of people don't care for me and all that stuff, but I do try to keep up with the chat because she does have she has a little OCD kind of thing.
On top of that, I have RA. So if I sit in a spot for too long, my joints are like, no, bitch, not at all. Get up. So
yeah, yep. But back to the Christy Payne thing. We're going to focus on the other victims of her bullshit. No, we won't say their names unless they decide to say, hey, yeah, use my name.
That's crazy, girl. That is crazy.
But, yeah, we won't be using any names or nothing like that.
But we will show proof. Unless they ask.
Yeah, unless they say, hey, you can use my name. I don't care.
Reagan got a good one on hers. Lord, I never knew how many people scam. You know what? Me either. I didn't think like coming to YouTube, like I had to learn about e-begging, sad fishing, scamming. I can now.
Okay. Well, but there's a lot of problems going on, so I didn't know.
Coming to YouTube, I never thought, like, I knew on Facebook they straight e-beg in your face. Everybody in the chat, give me blah, 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 but I never knew how many people really sad fish, e-beg. Like, it's a whole fucking eye-opener. You're like, holy shit. And then you get to the point, like, I don't trust this person.
Yeah, because, like I said earlier, Devious, your mind does not work that way. Like, you don't come on here with the mindset of, I need to make money and I need to tell people I need to make money. You come on here because this is like an escape for you. To be able to just hang out and talk and just, like, fucking laugh with people. So your brain is not wired the same as somebody like her, where you're, like, constantly coming up with, oh gosh, I can't even buy this or that or no.
Listen, I'm gonna do a presentation on red flags of scammers and all, because you're right. With the Summer Wells case, that was so crazy that people were sending people money to go actually to Ben Hill Road, since it's out there already. Ben Hill Road. Nobody should be paying for nobody's fucking trip nowhere. If you want to go, get off your ass and fucking go.
That's right. Damn, Rankin. Somebody donated $500? The fuck?
Whew, that is crazy. That's my fucking car payment with like a Happy Meal and a large Diet Coke.
Well, you know, and the sad thing is, Rankin, I think it's Rankin.
Yes.
If it's Rankin, correct me, but I think it's Rankin.
Freaking Rankin.
But Rankin, the sad thing is I see a lot of people doing that kind of thing. And it's like, why are you doing that? I don't understand. Like, because, and I guess I'm in that mindset like Devious, where she comes on here and she'll literally, we'll have a phone call and she's like, I'm going live tonight because I just need to take my mind off things. It's never, I need to go live tonight, do this or make money. It's always, I just need to get my mind, you know what I mean? So that's the way I see things. Is like, okay, Devious wants to go live because she just wants to talk to people and get her mind off shit and hang out. So it makes me look at other people and I'm like, I don't think you're here for that reason. I really don't.
Friggin' Fabulous. Do you listen? Tragic is, I don't know. She got this big place in my heart. And what she does is so fucking amazing. And she don't ask nobody for shit. She'll do it. And she don't complain. She'll be in her kitchen cooking for hours. And you got people like, I need this. I want a perfume. Like, bitch, your ass gonna stink because you should be able to buy your own perfume. That's a need. That's not a want. There's a difference between needs and wants, and I don't think a lot of people understand a need and a want.
Okay.
They truly don't even exactly. That's what, you know what? That's what fucks me up.
B, are you in here? Because I got your message, but I want to make sure that you're okay with that before I say it. B. So if you just want to,
I was going to. That's a good idea.
Random comment in here. That'll let me know that yes, you're okay with me saying it.
Aries girl.
I will not.
Aries girl. I literally in 2020 when the pandemic hit, I was on Facebook a lot, literally, and there were so many people on there crying. They lost their job, all this shit. That I would try to help whoever I can. There was this one lady, and she had a child, and they were going live, and I would send money. It got to the point where she would just request PayPal from me, and I was like, "This is fucking ridiculous." By the time I added up, I was close to like $3,400 and something odd dollars. It was something like that, and it was just so fucking disgusting. I'm like, bro, she got more money in 2 months out of my fucking pockets, and I'm using my fucking husband's money, who's still fucking just collecting off fucking unemployment because he couldn't work on the roof. Like, what the fuck? Too bad the beginning of Summer Wells. Oh, that was, it's so unbelievable. How much money banked on Summer Wells is disgusting. It's from someone a lot of people know. Damn. Listen, my email is devious on the streets. I keep everything personal. I don't care if it's nuts. I won't tell her it is. From CMC. CMC was, I don't know how people fell for that. I couldn't. The crying, the craziness, like, I got, yeah, I was given. See, I felt like 2020 made me want to help people, but then I got kicked in my ass for helping people. Nux is amazing, ain't she? Even when she lies and tells people I poop.
Okay.
Because I felt like she needed it more
that
than
person.
Me too.
That person that just commented right there.
Beautiful Beezer.
Gave me permission. She is one of the ones that was sad fished and felt sorry and all that for that
Chrissy Payne, just say it
over there. So yes.
So Chrissy, if you are watching, you know damn right we're telling the truth. So.
And Devious, again, you know I love you, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. But
it's okay, because that's just how me and Nux are. If you send her email with information that's personal like that, we won't tell each other at all. Especially if it says, like, if it don't tell us to tell, like, we won't tell. We just
no.
Can't.
we are very good friends, but if you trust her with something, she's going to keep that to herself. She's not going to tell me, hey, this.
You cut out again, frog lady. What
son? I was saying is, like, even though we are good friends,
I gotta mute one second.
Okay, that's fine. We talk about, life and daily shit. All she will say to me is, girl, I got another message or email today that somebody else was scammed or felt sorry and that's why they sent, but she will never give me a name, and then vice versa. I will say, yeah, I got another message today too about this, and this, but we don't ever tell each other like who said it or who sent it. And it's not that I don't trust her and she don't trust me. It's more of like, as subs, we respect you guys very much. So if you feel comfortable enough to share that with one of us or the other, we're not going to even out you to each other.
At all. So I didn't get nothing in my email yet. My email's slow sometimes. I don't know why. CNC off topic, but do you think she is clean? I don't think so. Just by watching her still, it's like, ugh. You think she is? She is boring. You know what? You're right. She is boring. Does anybody remember Candace?
Well, I do want to say this about Beezer. The reason I didn't want to say her name is because, a lot of people don't know, but she is a very, very, very giving person. And she doesn't do it for recognition. She doesn't do it for like, oh, I did this. She is who she is. So to be taken advantage of by somebody like you, Christy Payne, because I will not call you Miss, Mrs., Lady, Woman, none of those things, because you just bounce all the way fucking down. But
streaking through chat. I'm gonna tap your ass. Sorry, that was probably inappropriate.
Beautiful Beezer is one of the ones that got taken in.
The sad stories, the bullshit out of your mouth.
And I did have permission to say that. Just letting you know.
By the way, still,
I would have never said that.
I'm looking at my YouTube. Like, I just clicked on it to see who's live, and I look, and there's literally, don't know how to take yourself blame. Summer Wells case. It's like nonstop. Like, these lives that are happening over and over and over again is not helping find this little girl that's been missing for what, 2 years? 2 years? It's not helping. Don, you're a piece of shit. Okay, we know that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even sicker. Like,
there you go, Beezer. I was not going to give any information other than you were taken advantage of in the same way.
And then, you know what?
You tell what you want to tell, honey.
I just want to tell you this, Beezer. I would have did the same thing, because I personally, if a person can stay out of jail, I would be like, okay, I'll help you try to stay out of jail. Like, if you have to pay this, but that's still, Bangs and feet, my favorite. Bangs and feet, bangs and feet. Back in the bushes she goes. Take the bangs with you. Yeah, her probation. She had to pay for her probation. I wonder how many people she told this story to, though. That's my question.
Well, it's more than one.
Yeah, well, we know that.
If she didn't pay this probation money, she was going to go to jail. So, yeah. There you go. That's why I said, and I'm really not trying to sound like old Billy Badass, because I done told y'all I'm scared of 2 people on this app, and that's Devious and another person. I swore I wouldn't bring their name up again, so I will not. But That's the only two people on this app I'm scared of. I'm being dead ass honest with y'all. Because I don't have no problem telling y'all, like, if they get mad at me, bitch, I'm moving. I don't care. I'm not Billy Badass.
I don't know how much her probation is, but I know she had to ask a lot of people. Just like her Christmas bullshit story, she had to go around and she asked a lot of fucking people. Literally been in tears all week from not finding work. See, that sucks too. Like, look.
Yep.
Not finding work, and she's crying because she can't find work. Where you got somebody, there's groups of people that will sit here and expect everybody around them in their chats. Just pay for my life. Fuck it. I know. Just pay for my life. She needs to pay everybody back that she borrowed. Right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm gonna say this: if anybody uses the word borrow, that means you have intentions on paying back. That's why you put the word out there. Now, if you use the word borrow to scam, you're just a piece of shit. Borrow is a big keyword. Lend, borrow, payback.
But here's my thing, Devious, and this is where, again, we will have one of those agree to disagree moments, which is fine. But in my opinion, whether she said the word borrow or not, if you send someone a message that you know cares for you, okay, because you have them
154
jaded, and you say to them, because of course you have them jaded into thinking you're this like wonderful person, and you say to them, I don't know what I'm gonna do, blah blah blah, even if you don't say the word borrow or whatever, you know exactly what the fuck you were saying and doing when you did that. Pay these people back because you knew what you were doing, and you did it to multiple people. Pay them back.
She was besties.
Because I will not ever.
I'm sorry, Lori, but I would make Nuck shit her pants. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
No, I've already said, if Devious gets mad, like really, really, truly mad at me about something that I did that I don't know I did, because I would never intentionally hurt her, but if I did something and she's like, bitch, I'm fucking you up, I'm moving. I'm grabbing 2 boxes, packing them bitches, and I'm not even taking my car, because I'm not going to be traced nowhere.
You have a good night too, love. Well, how about this? I'll get your husband and just take his back out.
Go ahead.
It's like I'm joking.
Have him, because the insurance policy is in my name. So go home and take him.
You know what? That's the thing, too. If you know you're writing somebody and literally saying, shit, I ain't going to be able to pay this person back, don't fucking ask nobody for shit. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Find a way.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Tragic. That's what I was trying to say. Just because you don't say in the message, can I borrow this?
I agree. Okay, I'll agree.
The way you word it with, I just, you know, my grandson's birthday's coming up, or my probation's coming up, and if I don't have the $152, I'm going to jail. But it's okay. That right there is you begging somebody because you know their heart and you know they're going to send it.
I agree. Now that like Tragic put it out like that, yeah, because you know what? I would fall for the dumb shit too. Like, okay, let me help you. Even if you say, hey, y'all, my lights are about to get turned off tomorrow. To me, that's like sad fishing. If you've been already knew you didn't pay your fucking bill.
Yep. And I was trying to explain on that whatever freaking damn app you were on yesterday. I don't even know. Fuck, what's it called? The kick thing. I guess. Whatever app that was that I had to hit the link on. I couldn't ever figure it out and get on, and nobody could hear me or whatever.
Or Restream, one of them. Maybe the streaming
one of those. Yeah. But I even felt bad when I came on your live and I was talking about like my water pipe that had busted. It had already been paid for, which Devious knew that. because I made a video of Shit's Plumbing and them pulling up and fixing it and all that shit. But afterwards, I felt bad because I was like, I wonder if people were thinking that I was saying that to like, and that's sad to me that I have to feel that way because that's never my intention. I talk about my real life and shit that happens in my real life because that's what happens in my real life. But it was already paid for. But after I did it, because of the shit that goes on YouTube, I thought, I hope people don't think that I was trying to say that for them to like, be like, oh, poor Nux. No, Nux already paid for it. It was just like, the funny part of like, it's Shit's Plumbing. Like, their name is Shit's Plumbing, y'all.
Wait 1 second. Tragic. Okay. I love you. Did you give somebody money to put their lights on? Because if anybody fucks with Tragic, you're fucking with me. Because Tragic has nothing but a big heart. And I just said this before she came in here. She got a big piece in my fucking heart. We don't have anything but 2 slices of bread. Like, yeah, and we have 1 fucking orange. We're all going to share it. Like, what?
Well, you know, today's Friday, so...
Oh, okay. I was going to say, don't fuck with Tragic, bro. Don't you fucking do it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, because I'll really, like... See, I got to calm myself down.
We have a lot of places around that help with definitely food. They do a lot of food pantries. They help with electric. They have so many programs. And here's a big red flag. When them people don't want to know them programs, then that's when you know they just want money.
Yep.
So Chrissy paid and paid Tragic the money she owed me. Aww.
Oh, okay.
That's so sweet. Tragic, you are freaking amazing. I'm gonna try to stop cursing.
So are you. For saying that.
Both.
But it just I've been holding my tongue, and I'm glad you're finally okay with me saying your name, because that had me like really big fucking mad, to be honest with you. It really did.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
It had me big mad.
My kids don't have diapers, but I'm smoking a cigarette. Make that shit make sense. Why don't your kid have a diaper, but you're smoking a cigarette? Oh, Lori, congratulations. Oh, she's 5 foot. What? Listen,
oh, my God.
I know both y'all tower in her.
They'll be so cute, though.
6'3". That's a whole foot and 2 inches.
Yes, but that's
what's pick her up and just
cute about it.
I'm not going to give you never mind. One for ways to help. Then you get mad because... Yep. You know what? I used to run a group on Facebook. It was all free stuff. Like, so people would donate clothes, anything, like fans, whatever. And there were some people that they just wanted everything. So I would watch, and then here they're selling it, and you're like, wait, you just got that shit for free? Like, it was getting really out of hand. I was like, you know what? Got to shut this page down. I will not. If they don't want to make a profit off it, you wait.
Ooh, look, I'm going to say this, and I promise it is the last time I'll say it. I promise. But, Golden Gypsy, Gigi, Christy, whoever you want to call your fucking self on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, I don't give a damn.
I believe that's why she changed her name, by the way.
Give these people, because you know, even though you didn't come out and say, may I borrow this, you knew what you were doing. Give these people their money back. Delete your channel and just be gone. Because I promise you, and I am not being hateful, I'm not being threatening, I'm just telling you, I promise you, every chance I get, I will tell any creator in their chat, on their panel, exactly what you're about. I promise you that.
Friggin', that is so tall. 6'10". I can't even picture them standing next to each other. But it's always cute to see a tall ass guy with like a short girl. It's always cute to see him. She said suntanning scammer. You suntanning scamming motherfucker.
Why you sending pictures of you on the beach and you're begging or sad
that
fishing?
Is awesome. You're gonna get the grandkids. I'm telling you. You're gonna get the grandbabies. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay on a beach and see if I could collect some money.
Yeah, let me go. Girl, if I went and laid, if I put a swimsuit on and laid on the beach and did a live and was like, I'm at the beach, y'all, send me money. People were like, bitch, send us money to watch this shit. What is wrong with you?
Right, like you're on a beach, like
why are you looking like that and you got the nerve to put a swimsuit on? Girl,
I'll say this.
You better give us $5.
Every time I go to like the beach or like and they have a boardwalk, there's always somebody that's either playing music, that's doing like magic, that's doing something like to make money. I know, Lori, that's exciting. 6'10" crazy. That's tall. Like I can't even picture that. That's tall. You got to bend down and.
Yeah.
Yep, she got the in-ground pool back there too, huh?
Because my tallest kid's 6'5".
Stop
and
it,
I think
Flo.
he's huge.
No, she was sending people in oh, excuse me. She was sending people that she was friends with.
I hiccuped too at the same exact time. Oh my God.
It came out of nowhere. Usually I get them back to back, but that just came out of nowhere. I didn't drink nothing. But yeah, she was sending pictures to her mods, aka her people that she collect money from. I'm on a beach, girl. I don't got no care in the world what they saying about me right now.
Yeah.
Girl, you will.
Yeah,
I wonder if her husband, do you think her husband, for real, do you think her husband knows that she does that? Like, goes on here?
She don't have a husband. She has a fiance.
Well, fiance. Because my husband would be hella embarrassed. And he'd be like...
Well, here's the thing. In my opinion only, please, y'all understand that. Because I know I'm out there. So, y'all understand this is my overanalyzing opinion. Her now fiance, as of like April 29th or something like that, not long ago, makes very, a decent living.
Yeah, true, common law.
But, if she were to use the money that he brings in for whatever it is she's doing, he would catch on to that. So that leads me to believe that she does this side hustle of, for me, I don't have this, I don't have that. Because if she takes money out of their account, if they have a joint account, he's going to be like, hey, why is there $500 missing?
That's true.
My opinion, opinion only.
And in my opinion, there's a lot of crooked bankers. The fact that she has that, like, charge on her thing says a lot. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit
kind of does. Volumes. It does. But that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that one. Mama told me that life's like a box of chocolates.
That's my opinion.
You never go behind the screen and beg for money.
You never go behind the screen and scam
Oh, you're
people.
right. She probably was. And she was, what, 9? She was in the top 9% of being a seller. So, clearly she was making money off the people she had signing up with her.
There you go, Remy girl. That's what I'm trying to say. Allegedly, in my opinion, hypothetically, he makes good money as, I think, maybe a VP of a bank, I don't really know.
I feel like he would have to know because her charges were just like recent.
Okay, devious. Just say you were the VP of a bank, right?
Uh-huh. You cut out.
Was okay. Just say you were a VP at a bank, right?
Uh-huh.
And Most was a stay-at-home dad, which I laugh even trying to think of that, but whatever. And you checked your account and there was like $500 gone, would you not go to Most and be like, hey, why is there $500 withdrawn from this account? Right?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I sure would.
So because he has that kind of job, hypothetically, allegedly, she can't just withdraw $500-600 from that account because he's gonna say, what was that for?
That's my thing. So, like, what is all this money for? That's what I really want to know, because
that's all I'm saying.
Listen, I got 4 kids and I can blow through money, but as an adult, I know not how to. So make it make sense, lady.
Yeah.
Not be named.
And that's
talking
all
trash
I'm saying.
about her. Oh, sister, how much of a piece of shit? Right, you're blaming it on your sister. Why they fingerprint your dumb ass? They fingerprint you dumb shit.
Because I know my husband, and if I just in one large amount used $500 or $600, he would be like, hey, can I ask you a question? I'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Why did you take $500-600 out of the account? You get what I'm saying? Like, even my husband, dumb as hell in there, because I handle all the bills and everything, because he's just like, whatever. He would even notice that.
Oh my God.
So,
my
just
daughter
saying.
With her shit. I'm going to jump down because I got to call my daughter who complains about everything.
All right. Well, I'm going to, just so everybody knows, I'm going to head over to Jackie Snotty.
I was just about to drop her link. I literally am back here trying to look, you hear? Every time my kids want to sleep out, it's always turned into, Mom, I think I just want to come back home. Why you sleep out?
Don't be mad at them. I used to do that all my life. My daddy used to come get me at like 3 a.m. I couldn't do it.
Jackie is having a karaoke party night over at hers. If y'all would like to join, it does get really fun. But I do want to appreciate y'all for being here, and I hope you have a blessed night. And I'm going to sleep like a baby.
Love you all so very much. Hit the thumbs up.
Happy Mother's Day to you all early. And have a beautiful night.
Love you
guys. Bye, knuckers.
Bye, Devious.
Good night, everybody.